Welcome to day 9 of your grounding journey through yoga. We are spending this week on the chakra system, which specifically first chakra is where we'll stay with our focus. So as I mentioned in the previous video in our meditation, this chakra is represented by a 4-petaled lotus blossom and also a square. We have a square in our hands. We have a square in our foot when we ground, and we also have a square between pubic bone, tailbone, and sitting bones. So we're going to work on finding the squares in the body today in a flow, and you'll need 2 blocks. So go ahead and bring 1 block underneath your left hand, and then take your other block and place it between or underneath your right knee. Your left knee is on the floor, and then your right hand will come to the floor as well. We're just creating a little bit of asymmetry because we're going to mobilize our sacrum, which is the triangular bone in the base of our spine. But what I want you to do is just notice this is awkward. I want you to feel the 4 pads of your hand on 2 different surfaces, and I want you to plug into them. And now inhale, drop your belly, turn your sternum up, open your throat. Exhale, round your spine, push into the block, push into the floor. Inhale, staying connected, open the throat, just sensing and reaching into these 2 different heights, these 2 different surfaces to find some sensitivity in the hands. Let's do 1 more on this side. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then we'll change. Slide the block that's under the left hand under the right, and then move your block that's under your knee to the opposite side. Find your index finger mound, your thumb, pinky finger, outer wrist, grounding down. I even kind of wrap my hands on the block and then set your left hand down. Inhale, cat-cow here. Exhale, round. And let it be a little awkward. Something I think that's really important for us to tune into is that balance and grounding and rooting is not done under perfect conditions, because those things don't actually exist. So letting it be a little lopsided, letting it be a little wonky, still allows you to find what it feels like to connect to the foundation of your pose through the hands. Good. Take 1 more exhale to round. And then neutralize your spine and go ahead and move your blocks off to the side and ground down through your hands. Now notice it might feel just a little bit more stable here. Cat-cow 1 time just to check in and notice the difference. Inhale, open the throat. Notice the 4 points of contact, your hands and your knees. Push down, squeeze the breath out. And then neutralize your spine, tuck your toes, and lead with your sitting bones, downward dog. Open your feet up. Big toe ball mound, inner heel, baby toe and outer heel. Start to reach towards the floor, even though your heels probably won't touch. Mine are not touching right now. And now identify inside of the hand, index finger, knuckle, inner thumb, baby finger, outer wrist, all reaching into the earth. Take an inhale, look forward. As you exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat and take a deep forward bend. Come up halfway, roll your shoulders back. Inhale and exhale to fold. Good. Ground down into both feet, all 4 corners, and come all the way up and bring your hands to your heart. Good. So you'll recall the first week we spent a lot of work on our feet. I want you to keep tapping into that sensitivity and go ahead and find 1 of your blocks. You could substitute a book at home for this as well. And then take your block and place your right foot on the block. Lift all 10 of your toes, big toe ball mound, inner heel, baby toe, outer heel. Root all 4 of those corners down, spread the toes, and set your foot down. Push down into the 4 points of the foot to rise up. Take an inhale and feel that you're toggling between the 4 points of your standing foot. Pack your standing hip in. Hands are wherever it's helpful. Steady your eyes. Take a breath. Exhale to release. Good. And just slide the block over. Let's come to the other foot. This seems sometimes really remedial, but we take it for granted. Our ability to connect to the surface of the foot. Pull your toes up, big toe ball mound, inner heel, baby toe, outer heel. Spread the toes, root down, push into the four corners of the foot as you rise up. And you might notice you get really heavy on one side of the foot. You might notice that the toes want to grip and cling the block. You might also notice that you stop breathing. Take an inhale. Exhale, sense the four corners of your foot and let it wiggle around a bit. But keep sensing that those 4 points are creating a foundation that you're able to rely on. Go ahead and step down. We're going to keep the block at the front of our mat. We'll need it in a moment. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, bend your knees enough that it's easy to bring your thumbs to the ground. Come up halfway, lengthen your spine, and exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot behind you, inhale, and then set your left knee down. You're going to take your block and place it underneath your right foot. So from here, again, spread the toes. If you need to, you could always have your second block on the standby as a little bit of an assist. But I want you to find that you're rooting into the four corners of that front foot. My left knee needs to be right underneath my hip. And notice I'm not pushing forward like we did in the first week. Spread your toes, push down, big toe ball mound, inner heel, baby toe, outer heel. You're probably going to get sick of me saying that, but I want you to keep sensing this because it's so important for stability. You're going to root into those 4 points of the standing foot, that square, and try to lift the back knee up by going straight up. Exhale, nice and slow, lower down. Inhale, push down, go straight up. Now stand in your right foot and pull your left knee in. Inhale with control, bend your standing knee, step back, and lower down. Good, let's do it again. Push down, lift up. Notice I didn't lean forward. Push down into the square of the foot, like you're pushing your block through the floor as your left knee comes up. You can grab the shin if you need to. Good, let's do one more. Step back, breathe. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pick it up. And exhale, pull it in and stand tall. Good. Step back, inhale. Lower your knee. Good. And then let's move the block off to the side and come into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Notice the difference between sides. Open your hands and feel the square of the hand rooting down. Open your toes and feel the square of both feet. Look forward, step your left foot forward, bring your right knee down, and we'll bring our block underneath the left foot. Take a moment here, pelvis over back knee, sensing big toe ball mound, inner heel, baby toe, outer heel. Spread the toes, push down, and then nice and slow push down to go up. Good. And then lower it down. Inhale, push down to go up. Now, drag the back foot in if you need to. You could even kind of hop it forward, but we're going to push down and lift up. And you might notice there's some quivering. All of this is good feedback from our body. It means we're creating new pathways. Step back, inhale. Lower the knee down, exhale. Good. Root down, really concentrate on pushing down into the square of the foot. Keep pushing into the square of the foot as you pull the right knee in. Breathe. Step back, inhale. Exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, bring it forward. Good. Let's lower it down the last time. Step back. Keep sensing the 4 points and lower down. Good. You can move your block off to the side. Step back. Downward facing dog. Sensing the squares in the body. So in your hands, in your feet. And then even here, think sitting bones, pubic bone, and tailbone, all in relationship with each other to create a square. Let your knees rest down. Inhale. Slide back to child's pose. Take a deep breath. Exhale, settle in. And then sit comfortably. You could sit on a block or a blanket or back on your knees. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart. As you move into the rest of your day, may you seek out connections that make you feel stable, that make you feel grounded. And in that grounding, may it provide you with a sense of ease into the rest of your day. Thank you for your practice. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.